Just a few moments ago, I asked you to think about what it was that made you want to go out and start your own business. And to give you an idea, we've surveyed several new business owners and several business owners who have been operating their business successfully for several years. And we asked them why they wanted to start their own business. We took a little survey, and these are the most common and most frequent answers we received from the respondents of the survey. Number one is they wanted to be their own boss, and this may be something that you want as well. You're tired of the rat race, the 9 to 5. You're tired of going into an office that you might have to drive 40 minutes or more to. These are some of the reasons that people want to leave the 9 to 5, basically becoming their own boss. Other people cited that they have good management skills, and in some cases they felt they had better management skills than the people who were currently managing them at their job. They thought they could do the job better, and therefore they went off and started their own company, and some of them have been very successful in doing so. Others felt that they wanted more control of their company and their life. Maybe they felt that they were contributing a lot of work and had no control over the type of work that they were doing. Maybe they felt that they wanted their work to go in a certain direction, or they felt the company should be going in a certain direction, and they felt powerless over the direction of that company. Therefore, they started their own business to really drive it and have that control. Others have specified that they possess a very special skill, something that is very specialized in nature and not offered currently in the market. This was a reason why they had either tried to introduce it to their business or their current company, and it was either not offered through that company, or they were maybe turned down and they decided to take that skill and start their own company and build their own company around it. Others mentioned that they have a product or service that's not currently offered in the market. And this is an obvious one. If there's something out there that is an untapped market, or if it's not currently existing in the market, maybe it's something that you've invented, that's an obvious reason to go out and start your own business. And finally, one of the other main reasons that people have mentioned to us in terms of starting their own business deals with having a product or service that's in demand in the market. Obviously, it helps to know how to provide a service or to have a product available that is in great demand. People were able to realize and recognize that demand for either the product and service and build their own company around distributing that in a way that's maybe a little bit different. Again, you may have one of these items on your list of reasons why you want to start your own company, or you may have a few other items that don't appear anywhere on this. It's neither right nor wrong. The point is just to think about it. Think why you want to start your own business, and write it down and reflect on it and come back to it. One of the things we're asked most often is, what do I need to get started? What do I need to build my own business? What do I need to get out of my current employment situation? What do I need to move forward? How do I do it? We get this often, mostly from people who are very serious about starting their own companies and really have a desire to learn about the process, and not only to learn, but to learn how to do it correctly. Oftentimes, the most successful entrepreneurs and the most successful business owners present a certain set of skills. And in speaking with many successful entrepreneurs across the country, we've put together a list of some of these skills that we feel are ingrained in the entrepreneurs who have become successful. And this list is a presentation of just that. What we find most often is that entrepreneurs who are successful are very skilled in organization. They have a very neat office. They have a very neat desk. They have processes for everything, ranging from templates to phone calls, when they return phone calls, how they return emails, marketing, branding, hiring employees. Across the board, they're very organized. This doesn't mean that they are neat to the point where it affects their life. We're not talking about people who might be organized in outside of work in every facet of their life, but we're talking about people who recognize that their business is a living, breathing thing and it needs to be organized, and the best way to deal with handling incoming items, customer service, customer satisfaction, any kind of case management, is to do it in an organized and efficient way. We've also noticed that time management is a big key with the more successful individuals. We've noticed that these individuals are able to manage their time very well. They know what to spend time on, what to spend energy on, and they also know that things that aren't important to the success of their business are things that they are not going to spend their time and energy on. These are two very valuable things. Persistence and perseverance is key. We'll talk about some business statistics in a few moments, but many new businesses fail. It's a fact. So to be able to stay in business for so long and to be able to stay in business successfully, you need to be persistent and you need to persevere through hard times. You have to have a true desire to win, not at the expense of the other guy, but in conjunction with the other guy. You also need to have confidence in yourself and confidence that you're doing things correctly, confidence that you're timing the market correctly, and confidence that you will succeed. We've noticed that most of these entrepreneurs, especially those involved in some sort of sales, do not take no for an answer. They work creatively to solve their clients' problems. Most successful entrepreneurs know that knowledge and education is a good thing, and they take every opportunity they can to learn more about the product and service they're selling, and also to learn more about the client that they're going to serve. Finally, most of the people we speak with who have these successful businesses have a very good team behind them. They understand that they are not the lone person in the successful business, whether or not they're a single person firm. They may have attorneys that work with them. They may have people who help them in terms of money, maybe someone who helped them finance their business or get their business started. Maybe they have a mentor. Maybe they have a good sales and support team. Maybe they have a great referral network. Whatever it may be, they recognize that they can't go it alone. These are just some of the qualities that make these people successful. You may have a few qualities yourself that you think are necessary to making a very successful entrepreneur. Maybe these are things that you've noticed in yourself that have gotten you to the point where you are today. And maybe there are some things that have contributed to your success. Either way, look at this list, think about it, and try to figure out some of the qualities in yourself that make you successful the way you are now. Okay, for a moment, let's talk about business statistics. These statistics that I will present to you are offered directly from the Department of Bureau and Labor Statistics. These are government statistics that are printed out on a regular basis, whether it's yearly, monthly, quarterly. They are current and they are active as of June 2009. The government estimates that 75% of all businesses in the U.S. are small businesses. These businesses account for over 17 million companies registered and licensed in the United States. The revenue of these companies reaches almost $800 billion per year. $800 billion. Just in those $800 billion are over $33 billion in the year 2008 attributed to the health and personal services, which is up 19% from the previous year, 2007. This represents a growth of almost 20% in a single sector, and one of only few economic sectors which actually gain not only market share but revenue over the last year, year and a half. In Washington state alone, there are over 150,000 small businesses. These small businesses represent 98% of the total businesses in Washington state. That means 98% of all business in Washington state are small businesses. Only 2% are categorized outside of small businesses, i.e. your big companies like Starbucks or Microsoft. Those small businesses created 95% of all new jobs. All new jobs, new hires, 95% of those were created and attributed to small businesses within Washington state. It's an amazing, staggering statistic.